Well, hello good people, it's your favorite son of Orbis, Mr. Passion here, and welcome back to another Hytale in Minecraft video, guys. Today we're going to be building the Ziggurat from Hytale, particularly from Zone 2, and as we build this structure, I'm going to go ahead and talk about my facts and theories concerning this particular Hytale prefab. First off, the Ziggurat is a structure that belongs to the Scaraks. Yes, it's the bug people from the previous video. And if you're anything like me, you probably are wondering how these overgrown termites went from building this to this. Well, my theory is that these structures, that is the Ziggurat, the Skarak prisons, and the Sun Palace, all which are coming in the future by the way, were built by foreign hands under slavery by the Skaraks. I say that because these structures seem to be from a different block palette and are in general more sophisticated than the dirt mounds that the Skaraks are used to calling home. By the way, I hope I'm not ruffling any feathers by smack talking the Skaraks. I just don't like them, okay? Okay? Speaking of liking stuff, have you left a like on this video? No? Well, I'm not trying to scare you or anything, but if you don't like this video, Breduns will pay you a visit. And I'm sure we do not want that. Are you sure you want this guy to come and visit you? Anyway, let's continue. My second theory is that this structure could be built over or built from reclaimed old human ruins. Why, you may ask? Well, looking at the concept art again, I noticed there are some ruined walls in one of the pictures, yet the structure itself is intact. That would mean that these structures preceded the Ziggurat and that there was probably a human structure here. But with the extinction of the mankind in all of Orbis, this structure was taken over by the Skaraks and built over, or reclaimed for materials, and then they built over it. Does that make sense to you? Because it makes sense to me. No? It doesn't? Well, let's move on. Right about now, you should be grabbing some popcorn for the upcoming cinematic. And thereafter we will do a first person tour of the structure and the interior. Well, guess what? I really enjoyed making that one. I hope you guys enjoyed it too. Look at our Skaraks all over the place. They are here doing their thing, and we can automatically tell we are getting closer and closer to a Skarak building because of the presence of this many Skaraks. By the way, when I say Skaraks, I'm referring to the bees. They are our Minecraft Skaraks, just in case you did not know. But let's go and check out the interior of this thing and what I did. Coming up from behind this hill, we are hit with this magnificent, beautifully designed building. This right here, guys, is what is called the Ziggurat, or the Skarak Ziggurat, which must be a temple of some sort that has a crystal within it that it's protecting or keeping for some reason. We do not know why particularly, but yes, there is a crystal inside here that has a whole temple dedicated to it. First of all, let's do a quick super around before we go inside. So in first person here, this place is massive, and to think that this is just probably about 2/3 of the size. I imagine how big the actual nest is going to be in Hytale. All around the building is these massive baobab trees or savanna trees. I used acacia for these ones because they kind of look like the ones in the screen in the concept art if you see. And of course they are the smaller ones, but I like the design of the bigger one. This is basically one design copied and pasted. Moving around this, it really feels like I'm in a world where I'm really small. This is what I love about Hytale. The fact that you're going to be in a world that has so much going on. The sizes of these dungeons is massive. You feel like you're just a part of it. The world is not centered around you. That's going to be the beauty of Hytale. But I guess this is how it will feel around. I did not do much at the back because, well, I don't expect there to be much. It's the front that is interesting. Yeah, but I like the environment and how this place turned out. Coming in here, we are greeted with this massive entrance that is in the shape of a skark. You may not be able to see it from ground level, but if I'm to float a bit up, you notice that it looks like an insect. And that's exactly drawn from the design that we see in the concept art right here. And actually, one thing I noticed from the concept art is the sheer size of the size of this thing. Look at this particular part whereby they show the size of a human being in reference to this build, and it is unbelievable. Let me just try to increase my view distance. Okay, look at that. It's quite big. I'm so small compared to it. Coming in here, we are greeted with the light shining all the way from far. This light is supposed to represent the light of the crystal that is underground. This crystal must be a very, very bright crystal. We do not know what type of crystal it is, though. I suspect it is a wind crystal, because that would make sense, because that's the element for zone 2. But that's probably not the actual truth. And this is not the crystal that we see in the concept art. The crystal that we see in the concept art is down here, right past this gate or door. What I think this is going to actually be is this is going to be a dungeon. If I'm to come and jump in here, we can see from the concept art that there's a large crystal floating in the middle of this dungeon right after you pass through the door. So either we shall be thrust into a dungeon kind of thing once we pass through the door, or we just open the door and jump in, because just like I did, and get ready to fight. In here we have the large crystal, and then we have this huge room. We do not know what exactly we're going to find here. I suspect we're going to find a mini boss fight. If not a boss fight, a mini boss fight. And I don't think it will be the brood mother. This has to be some other kind of OP skark. Maybe like maybe a giant soldier or general or some sort that we'll find here in this particular area. I just designed it to have to try to make it look like the desert sand thing that they used to build is coming in, and then it turns to the normal dirt that the skarks used to build their structures, of which I'm using black terracotta, brown terracotta, and just white terracotta to create a bit of a variation and gradient from up down. I put the vines there for purposes of atmosphere. On the sides of the crystal there are two tunnels. There's one here. This is a bit narrow. I'm going to use the other one. And the other one on this other side. These tunnels are supposed to lead us to an underground cave network that is built by the skaraks, and that leads me to believe that it's meant to connect all these buildings, all the skarak buildings, to each other, which is really interesting. It means that every time we're going to be underground in zone 2, we're probably going to be in an underground network whereby we're bound to meet skaraks. Even when we're mining for stuff, it's probably going to be even more dangerous than using the underground network, because on the outside we have these flying guys, the skarak warriors and the soldiers, who will be literally attacking us. And then of course but by the way, I may be wrong, because on ground we have the skarak tanks, who are also quite deadly, and they are like shields. You can't just hit them from in front. It's going to be interesting fighting these guys, to be honest. The easiest thing I can equate the scarab tanks to is the Ravager. The Ravager in Minecraft. We'll probably find a couple of them down here. You know, these guys. So just imagine these guys are our scarab tanks, big guys that are just not going to be easily defeated. Yeah, you see. But anyways, that things like this just get me excited for Hytale, because once I build something like this and I realize the scope of the game and this is just one zone, it's going to be so much fun. But well, with that said, I guess I'm going to have to wrap up the video right here, and I always come to the tippy top of every building I build and wrap up the thing from there. See guys, of course you have to do the cool stuff. Give me the give me the HBO special, that is the help a brother out special, by liking, subscribing, leaving a comment down below. Tell me what you like about the build, tell me what you would like to see in the future. Be sure to check out the video at the end, on the end screen, and also you can check out the iCard to see the whole playlist of the Hytale in Minecraft series. Till then, I've been your what's up? Again, anyways, till next time, it's been me, your favorite prince, the lost prince of Orbis himself, your favorite son of Orbis, Mr. Passion here. And till next time, see you guys. Bye.